Hello and welcome to Watch. It's been a while. I've been partially doing this and partially not, but I started with digging a little area up here to see a little bit how big it was gonna be. I wasn't sure, but I had an idea. So obviously I went into the end to get shulker boxes because I thought I'm gonna get a lot of them so I can just store my stuff in those instead of chests. Well, it turns out that I am a little slow as a person because after I started putting this bridge from the getaway, and I had almost finished the stairs so that I could safely walk to the other side because it was like the eeniest, tiniest little island that I spawned on. I didn't need to more than just turn around and there was the first entity. Probably the smallest I have ever seen, but at least it's something. So I started by looting this first entity. It didn't have any of those treasure rooms, only shulkers. And after almost dying and finishing off the last one, I went to the next end city, which was close enough for me to see it after rising the render distance. And immediately after arriving, I tried to shoot a shulker, and this Enderman decided to ruin my day with this water bucket. It's like they were working together. And I'm not that good at fighting creatures that teleport behind your back, so it was not a surprise that I died. And the problems didn't even enter, because after that I went back with a couple of golden carrots that I crafted just so I can for sure make it to the island without starving. And it glitched. It does not spawn me on the cobblestone that I placed there. So I went the second time, this time with cobblestone. Still not fast enough. So the third time I decided, okay, maybe I lower the render distance. It worked a little bit, but I still kept getting to the wrong spot and it glitched me to the end. This time I went just with little amount of stuff, and then I realized maybe if I am fast enough. I was. But for that I needed to lower the render distance and the simulation distance to the minimum so it loaded fast enough. But at least, problem solved. And my stuff was still here because the low simulation distance, obviously, probably not so obvious. But even though this place had a treasure room, I did not take enough food with me and made a lot of dumb mistakes. Look at me, drown myself in the end while trying to escape shulkers. Fabulous, I must say. Was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. Forgot the word it. Getting my stuff back luckily. And after that I decided to check again if there were any entities near. That's the direction that I was going to. And I see this. Wait, there's one room. Wait, there's dark rooms over there. And that's the thing with the ship. So, cause I didn't want to die anymore. You know, you wouldn't probably want to die a lot of times either during the same day. I just went to get the elytra and some easy shortcuts from the boat. You know, It's annoying that a lot of stuff there has curse binding and stuff like that, because you cannot get rid of it. But hey, at least I got a saddle, because saddles are amazing when I have not found a singular horse. But that's probably not a problem. After that, I wanted to get a villager to sell me stuff, forced labor. And the first villager, it was so easy to get the villager to enter the nether, just like that. And didn't even have problems going through the second nether portal. The second villager, however, which I realized I need if I want more villagers, I don't have any footage of, but he was a menace. Didn't go to the boat, didn't go to a minecart, didn't want to go to the nether portals, and practically needed to be pushed around like a little child that is lost in the mall and doesn't know which way to go. Although you don't push children on the mall, but you probably get the point. I started to make a little farm for them so that I don't need to give them food, and so I can get free food and sell it to them. And I even found some cats there, because villagers spawn cats. Amazing. One of the cats did end up suffocating on a melon because the villagers pushed it onto the melon, which suffocated it. That was a little bit more over explained than needed. But luckily, the exact same looking villagers spawned later. And the villagers even started to become jungle villagers, because they are in jungle. I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I know it has some small percent of happening. After that, I wanted to get stuff from the trial chambers. I can't remember anymore what I was looking for. Oh yeah, not trial chambers. Raid. I wanted to start a raid. My brain's not working. I think I wanted to get totems of undying, but it was too low level raid to get totems of undying, so it's very weird. Also, the villagers lagged because the pillagers lagged because the villagers were underground, which caused them to just run around and not hit me. And this one fell down. I wasn't sure if it died, so I jumped with it to check if they are alive. I still heard it, but it has gone to the upstairs so fast. I don't think this is the same villager. I did later find out it had killed one of the villagers. I can't remember which one it was anymore. It was like, where's the iron golem? Right there. Right there. Why is it there? I don't know. Anyway, again, I'm going down here. This time because I ran out of food. And what do I see here? The iron golem is at least in one piece. And I'm checking, okay, the villager seems to be fine. And there's one totem of undying here, which I did see one of those things that gives it, whatever they were called. But it disappeared, so apparently it just fell down the hole. And now that I think about it, I think why I started a raid. Actually, I killed one of the villagers, and they got angry with me and couldn't sell me cheap stuff. That's why I started the raid, to get cheap stuff again. And this is what the place looks like. Also, I caught an ocelot, which disappeared later. I don't know how that's possible. All of the animals and other stuff keep disappearing, and I get annoyed. But at least I have a potato farm. And everything's looking awesome. No, I actually found out while catching this ocelot that you can still tame them. Technically, they just don't run away from you anymore. But I still have no clue where the ocelot went. I can't speak anymore. I should really train speaking. Anyway, I had done these floors and I made this room for the villagers and this like thick looking hallway, but I'm just gonna put a door there, so that's why it's thicker than all the other hallways to the other rooms. And I found this one cartographer villager sold a map to a desert village, and while going there I found an acacia village, so I took a cat and a villager there from there. And I took the cat because that cat didn't spawn to my village and I didn't know how to, like, they didn't spawn anymore in the village anyway. And I didn't know that the the villager and cat will fall if they go underwater on the boat. So I needed to get another villager. The cat obviously survived the fall. This time I just fell down with it. And after that I could finally go to the desert village to get a camel and a desert villager, because I had the trading thingy on, so I couldn't just get any enchantments from any villager. It's also nice to have diversity. And while looking for this cat on the village, I saw that there is a desert temple too. I never got that cat. It just kept running away, never wanted to eat the fish. And I found the camel too, which I obviously put on a saddle, which I had in one of the shulker boxes, which is so useful. Why didn't I get them earlier? And after getting the camel, which I really like, very cute in my opinion, I took it to the desert temple for inconvenience, I think, because it really didn't help with anything. And I got a lot of useful stuff from the desert temple, like another saddle. And I still couldn't get this goddamn cat. After that, I decided that okay, I'm just gonna put this on a lead and go on a camel. It should go a little bit up. And it does, so now that I'm on a camel and I have the boat on a lead, the villager will follow me when I go like that, fast. So I don't need to take the villager out of a boat every single time. And then it was time to switch up the roles. I go into the boat and I have the camel on a leash. Works like prime. And this time I messed up again somehow getting the camel down here, but it worked, so I don't care. And the villager is down here too. I know I had to stop holding here while getting rid of the stone so I could make the room taller, and it somehow climbed up there. I think it has something to do with how the AI on them works, but that doesn't matter anymore because this is what the room looks like when I had took all of the stone out. And the villagers are having some kind of meeting, and I cannot find the desert villager anymore, and I don't want to get a new one. Anyway, I started to do the walls with quartz because it looks pretty, makes it look light. White makes stuff look light. That's interesting. How didn't I figure that out earlier? And I put those lamps on the corners. They don't really help to light up the area, but they look cool. I also have them on the hallways. Also, look at this really funny Trial Chamber Explorer map. I wonder where the Trial Chamber truly is. Should I buy the map? I also got this piglin, zombie fight piglin during the Halloween. But now I have these lamps here, and the whole building is ready. Finally. I'm gonna next time do the rooms because all of this took way too long for me, and I don't want to make a video for next month. And it's also like very lazy when I do it like that. So I'm gonna try to publish the next one next week. I was also thinking about using this skin because the first snowed, but I decided I'm gonna use this one anyway because it melted. No, have a nice day. Goodbye.